Hi, welcome to this video. So in this video, we will learn about ASP.NET Core high-level concepts. Now we will see what are all the topics covered in this session. We'll learn about the introduction and how to set up your environment and what you mean by middleware, what is dependency injection, how you can configure logging and exception handling as well. Moving on to the first topic, what is ASP.NET Core? So it's nothing but it's a new version of ASP.NET which is provided by Microsoft. It is an open source web framework which can be run on Windows, Mac or Linux. And also using this, we can build cloud-based applications such as web apps, IoT apps, and even the mobile backends as well. So it is designed to run on the cloud as well on the on-premises. So it includes only the core features in the framework. Unlike other standard .NET framework, it includes only the core features. As a nugget package, you can add it. So why we are actually moving to ASP.NET Core? Because we have some limitations in our standard .NET framework. To overcome those limitations, we are moving to the ASP.NET Core. We will see some of the advantages in that. It supports multi-platform in sense like Windows, Linux, everywhere you can run your code. And it's consistent across architecture. What do you mean by that? So the same behavior code can be run in different instruction set like x64, x86. You can run on any of the instruction sets. And also it has built-in IOC container. It's nothing but it's useful in the dependency injection. It provides automatic dependency injection which helps us to easily maintain our code. And the next one is integration with modern UI frameworks. That means it manages modern UI frameworks such as AngularJS, React.js. You can run it as a backend. And also in the hosting part, it can be hosted on multiple platforms like IIS, Apache as well. And the next one is the environment setup. So, if you have Visual Studio 2017, by default it supports .NET Core 2.1, and in 2019 it supports both .NET Core 2.1 and .NET Core 3.1 as well. The only thing is when you are installing, you have to include this during your installation. .NET Core cross-platform development. This option you have to include. So there are two packages available in .NET Core. One is .NET Core Runtime and the other one is .NET Core SDK. So this .NET Core Runtime is only used to run .NET Core application. So .NET Core SDK, which is nothing but it includes all the tools and libraries to develop your .NET Core applications. In order to set up your development environment, what you have to do is you have to install this .NET SDK package. So in sense like if you're planning to run your .NET application, then you can install .NET Core Runtime in your server or in your desktop or in your cloud-based environment, wherever it is. You can start installing your .NET Core runtime to run your application. And how you can create your application. So in your Visual Studio, go to the new project, select the ASP.NET Core web application template, and then inside that you can choose whatever you want. You want empty template, API, or web application based on your requirement. You can choose the appropriate template as well. And the next topic is we'll see what you mean by middleware. Middleware is nothing but it is just a class component which is executed on every request in the ASP.NET Core. For all the HTTP requests, it will get executed. So this middleware can be either framework provided, which means you can add it via your Nugget package, or you can create your own custom middleware as well. So in each middleware actually modifies your HTTP request and then it passes the control to the next middleware. So where you can configure all these middlewares in your startup file, in the configure method, you can actually start configuring all your custom middlewares everywhere. And moving on to the next, this is nothing but the logging. So our default ASP.NET Core app nugget itself includes this package, Microsoft.extensions.logging. So this logging API is already included in this logging package. It includes all the necessary classes and interfaces for logging. For example, iLogger factory, iLogging provider, everything will get included in this same nugget package. So you can actually use those package for logging. This is how you can use your logging here. We can include this iLogger factory as an interface, and you can create an instance for iLogger and you can log your information like this. Logger.log information, you can provide your message inside that, and in your constructor you can actually create a logger for this particular controller. This is how you have to use your logging. So now we will see what is exception handling. So similar to logging, so to handle exceptions, you have to include this Microsoft.AspNetCore Core Diagnostics Nugget package. By default, it is included in your .NET Core package as well, and it can be added as a middleware in the configure method. We usually configure all the middlewares in the configure method in our startup file. So similarly, we can add this as a middleware as well. So this particular package includes two extension methods. One is use developer exception page and the other one is use exception handler. So this app.use developer exception page, this is nothing but it can be added as a middleware in your request pipeline, which actually displays developer friendly exception details. So it is advisable to use only in your development environment. So the next extension method is use exception handler. So this extension method allows you to configure custom error handling. You can mention the error handling path here. So this is useful when you are in the other higher environments, higher production environments. So this is the basic overall concept of what is ASP.NET Core, how we can handle logging and exception everything. So hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.